Barney, could you summarize the ideas explained yesterday, please?
Yes, so yesterday I talked about the idea of polysynchronous learning, and essentially I'm arguing that because of new technologies, particularly mobile devices, the whole nature of interaction in learning environments has changed. Traditionally, we think of learning interaction as being learner-learner interaction, learner-teacher interaction, and learner-content interaction. And these kinds of interactions can occur in a face-to-face setting, or they can occur online.
So the first scenario I want to talk about is the idea of taking face-to-face lectures but streaming them to people remotely, just as we're doing here and now today, but using things like conferencing software like Adobe Connect or Blackboard Collaborate, where we have...
and when they occur online, they can occur either synchronously at the same time or asynchronously, separated by time. Now, we've got a whole range of different tools that allow us to interact in those different learner-learner, learner-teacher, learner-content ways online. And traditionally, we have carried out those interactions either face-to-face or synchronously or asynchronously.
Because any time somebody posts a comment to a discussion forum, somebody else with a mobile device is going to read it immediately and respond straight away. So the asynchronous becomes synchronous. The synchronous is recorded as an asynchronous object, so it becomes asynchronous. So it's a blurring of all of those boundaries across those different modalities.
Now, what's happened with mobile devices is that all of a sudden the distinction between face-to-face and online has become blurry, because it's very common now for us to make a face-to-face learning situation accessible to people somewhere else. So we can video conference, or we can use web conferencing tools so that a person in another location can listen to the lecture. But not just listen, we also make available other ways of communicating. So we have a text chat stream so that the remote person can ask a question, and the people who are at the face-to-face setting with their computers and mobile devices, they can also use those other streams.
The second scenario involves engagement with content, and there's a range of different ways in which that can occur online through the use of mobile devices. The most important thing with it is that we suddenly engage with content in a collective way.
So we're bringing the face-to-face together with the virtual, but we're also bringing in multiple streams of communication. The other thing that we're doing is whenever we're interacting with content, we're also doing that in a social setting, so that when more than one student at a time can be working on a task together or looking at content together, discussing the ideas with each other and constructing their own ideas together. So the learner-content interaction becomes an integrated thing with their learner-learner and their learner-teacher interaction.
In the 21st century, 2014, the same doctor can not do anything there. So all the things that find there, all the devices, it is absolutely impossible to do any kind of operation. He was saying, if you take a look at the classroom at the university...
So polysynchronous learning then is the blending of face-to-face and online through multiple streams of synchronous and asynchronous learner-learner, learner-content and learner-teacher interaction.